Hello folks, well done for joining me. 12th of April. I'm here, I'm making a few changes to this. This is a Speedball Artista wheel, which I recently acquired, and I'm making a few modifications to it to, well, as I see it, to improve it, because certain things about it that annoy me. It's actually a good wheel. One of the things I don't like is the foot pedal, which incidentally you just plug this in the side here. There's a little plug socket for that, and it allows you to use your foot pedal, and then it bypasses the switch. The problem though with the foot pedal is there's very little what I would describe as progressive movement of the pedal. It seems to be pretty much like an on-off switch. The movement is so infinitesimally small. The actual, I can just unravel it here for you so you can see, but the actual movement you see of the pedal is quite a lot. But when it's plugged in, the actual movement is so small, is so infinitesimally small, that with your foot on it, it's very difficult to just get the right speed that you need. So dispense with that. That's what I recommend, unless they can do an improvement on it. Incidentally, if anybody wants one of these, I'd be willing to part with this one at a reasonable price, if anybody's interested. So then that leaves me then to see about how I can use this affair. Trouble is with this is such a small switch, and when you're on the wheel working, you've got to keep reaching over here to make small adjustments to this piddly little switch, or revolving switch, you know. So, and then the other thing is you've got the on-off switch here, very close to it. The problem of having this right here is you're constantly, when you're working, needing to adjust speed. So this is going to get very messy, this area here. And then you've got the main on-off switch there right next to it. So this is all going to get plastered in clay, which is totally unsatisfactory. So I come up with a better plan, and that is to so the other thing, when I got this wheel, I found that this guy was sort of loose on here. It was kind of spinning. It didn't seem to have any place of on or off. It was kind of revolving, you know. So I took it apart, and then I had a look at it, and I saw how it was. There's a grub screw in that little hole there, which fits this very small Allen here. But the reason why it was spinning was because there's no flat. There was no, on that shaft there was no flat for the grub screw to gain any purchase. So consequently, as soon as it got just a little bit loose, the whole thing is just spinning round. So that's no good. So basically what I did was I took it, and I took a file. I took this guy, and I filed a flat on it. You can't really see it very well, but there is a flat that I've put there to accommodate where the little grub screw is going to go. So that goes on there like that, and then we take the Allen here, and we can tighten it down onto that grub screw with a bit of persuasion. Yeah, see, now it comes to a stop, whereas before it just kept on spinning. So that was a little bit unsatisfactory, really. like they hadn't really planned it or thought it out very well, that aspect of it. You do need to get this tight with this little tiny Allen. Okay, so the modification I'm going to make to this is I've fashioned this lever, however you want to say it. I'm going to put that onto here, so that's going to be my control, you see. So with that in mind, I'm going to get my hot glue gun, plug that in right away, and what we're going to do is we're going to hot glue this guy onto here. Now I'm just realizing, as you do after the event, you know, after I filed the flat on the shaft thinking it was going to line up with that, which it does, it all works, but when you turn this, as you see, now the wheel is going, but I was hoping I could have just lined it up with the, but if I do, you see it's not turning on till the lever is way over here, and I really want it closer. So what I'm going to have to do is turn that to the point where it's just about to turn on, which is there, and then I'm going to hot glue this onto here. It's not going to line up perfectly with the switch, but that's okay. It's going to work. That's the important thing. Yeah, the catch point is just about there, you see. Alright, so let's put this back on the tripod a minute. Whew. Yeah, it's a bit of a different kind of video today, isn't it? This is maintenance. Yeah, it's a nice little wheel I acquired locally, did a trade for, and this one's got the stand. Now over on the other side, quickly show you, I have another one of these Artista wheels, which I've done the same mod to. Oh, the light here, I can't show you that. So this one, you see, has got the same arrangement. This one's also got, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but where the switch is here, I've put a bit of duct taped here and here, a piece of plastic over that switch. So, you know, it would have been good if they'd had a switch that is like a waterproof type switch, which it isn't at the minute. But if you can waterproof it by putting a piece of plastic over it, that will work. So, yes, let's have a look. Let's come in for a bit of detail. I know you like the details, the gory details. So yeah, so I got a piece of dowel. As you know, I make tools, so got this piece of dowel, got a cork here, put a hole in it, that goes in there, and maybe we'll stick a bit of, if this is, yeah, we'll stick a bit of that, ooh, it's lovely hot glue, look, ooh, stick that in there, that hot glue, and get the end of that quickly, and push it in there. I'll just put a little bead around here like this, just to secure it in place. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's going to be my new handle. So what I'm going to do is going to take the gun here and just going to do a little bit of pre-gluing here by just rubbing some of this glue, this hot glue over that first. Sort of coat it, you know, with the hot glue like that. And I'm going to take this little guy and we're going to do the same. We're going to put a little bit of glue on it. Like that. And then kind of let that dry off a bit. Right. Now let's check we've got this in the right spot here. I just want it so it's just catching there on the on-off switch. That. See, I wanted to have it so it lined up with a switch, but my mistake. I ground that flat. It's going to have to be at a slight angle like that. If you're doing this yourself, you will do a better job, no doubt. It's always the first time you do something. Well, it's not the first time, is it? It's the second, really, I suppose. It was a while ago, though, I did the other one. So, yeah. Going to get that like that. We're going to get some. Okay, let's put some. We'll put a bit of glue on here like this to start with. There. I'll put some on there. Like that. And now I'm going to press that into there like that. And then in a minute I'll add some more glue. Just want to get it attached to start with. Ooh, phone ringing. You can hear the old phone. Okay. So yeah, you can see there how I'd wanted to put it so it was in a straight line, but nevertheless it okay, so if you're here working on the wheel, you're just going to see that from this angle. That's going to work fine, isn't it? Good. Good. Excelente. Right, so what we're going to do is switch that off because that seems to be in the right place. I'm going to use the hot glue gun here. I'm going to sort of, I'm not too bothered about how it looks too much. I'm just going to take some of this glue and I'm going to wrap it all right over the wood. See, the whole point of this is to stop the switch itself down here getting plastered with clay, which it would do, wouldn't it? It would do indeed. So just putting this over here, making a good join. It doesn't come off. This hot glue makes a lot of strings, doesn't it? Stringy. Right, so you see, this wheel will go. You're never going to be using it at that speed, anywhere near it. As you know, I like to throw slow. I think that's going to work. Okay, folks, so there it is. You can make this as you like. You get the idea, though. This is for these people who have one of these wheels, or who might be contemplating getting one. I do actually like this wheel. It's pretty robust in terms of its how it's put together. You know, the thickness of the plastic is, there's nothing flimsy about it. It's pretty good and solid. This tray here, you see, pulls away like that. But you can see the thickness of the plastic here that is being utilised. This is not a flimsy tray affair at all. It's good and solid. One thing I will say about the tray, which is not 100%, but these things rarely are 100%, you know. So you see how this goes together, how it separates here. Okay. Right at this point here. So you see the level of liquid you can actually have in here before it starts is there. You see where my finger is there? That's the level of the liquid. Don't be deceived thinking you can fill this thing up with liquid. If you do, it just leaks out. Okay. Well, in any case, you can't really go higher than that. So that's just a point to bear in mind. So when we're running workshops here and students use the other wheel over there, I've always said to them, hey guys, you've got to really watch the level here. We don't go above that mark there, because otherwise it will start. Basically what happens is it just starts to fill up here. This part here on both sides just gets waterlogged, and then it starts dripping, you see. So that goes like that. This just goes in there like that, you see. And that's it. Okay, folks, there it is. Anyway, there's a few of my thoughts about this wheel and how I've sought to improve it. Yes, the switch here, being not a waterproof switch, would have benefited from sort of like being a waterproof switch, I suppose, to start with. Failing that, you can make it a waterproof switch by putting just take a piece of plastic like this, you know, cut it to size and then tape it over. You'll find that will do the job. Okay, folks, thanks for joining me. I hope that's been useful to somebody, somebody out there. I am taking orders on the old Leach treadle wheel here, and so if you're interested in one of those, it'll be ready later in the summer. Give me a shout on that. Other than that, workshops are ongoing. We check my website for dates on that for upcoming workshops. A lot of them are pretty full now, but there are still spaces, so if that grabs you, give me a shout. You'd like to come on a keep practicing workshop. Yes, we all need to keep practicing, don't we? That's the key. Very much so, the key, yeah. Build muscle memory by keep practicing. A good thing about this wheel is it takes the normal size bat, okay? It comes with one of these. It also comes with a it also comes with two of these. These two. It comes with two of these, and it comes with one of these guys, which just fits on. There it is, folks. I hope that was of help to you. Yeah, if you want to improve your wheel, you might find this might be a way of doing it. The little teeny tiny Allen for doing this up. Make sure you don't lose it, like I did. Okay, folks. Hang on in there, keep practicing, and see you later. Bye for now.